What is going on YouTube? My name is Mr Relliks. Welcome back to the channel. So here we are once again at the character creation screen because I am going to be making an Iron Man account. Now I decided to make this series because I've never made an Iron Man, and I really thought that I could make a new account and try the challenge of not using the Grand Exchange, which, as a lot of you may know, I use a lot on my main account. So I thought having the challenge of being able to gather everything myself, do quests by gathering all the items myself, getting the best weapons and the best armor in the game by doing it myself, eventually, is a pretty appealing idea to me. So I've created the character. I spent a little bit of time on this, making it exactly how I wanted to, because we're not going to have any customizations, we're not going to have any cosmetics, we're not going to be using the Grand Exchange, so we're not going to be getting any cool looking armor for a while. So I'm going to be rocking the default skin. So I wanted to make it look as appealing as possible. So we're done on that point. Now let's name the character. There we go, finally got my account created. I am now known as Total Relics. I'm going to say I played very recently, and here we are in the game, and I even start with some shrimp. How lovely. Right, so now the first thing to do is change the layout, because I do not like playing like this. Okay, layout's all set. Let's see what we've got in the daily challenges. We have to kill some cows, do some prayer, fishing, mining and woodcutting. So let's get the woodcutting out of the way first. And just like that we have 5 woodcutting. Let's get some mining done, let's get some copper and iron and start making some armor. Here we go, 5 mining, level 6 mining. So I'm just collecting some tin ore. I've got some copper already. We're going to make some bronze bars and get some armor for ourselves and some weapons so we can start doing some combat, and then eventually we can start doing a few quests. So the reason I decided to do an Iron Man account was simply because I've never done Iron Man before, and I really wanted to do the challenge of never using the Grand Exchange, never using other people to give me stuff to help me progress within the game. I thought it would be a nice challenge to start a series on YouTube to hold myself accountable, so I could actually force myself to progress this account, see how far you can get with it. Now I didn't go hardcore Iron Man because I actually enjoy playing the game, and if I went hardcore Iron Man and I died, I think I'd quit the game and never want to play it again. But one of the things that really appealed to me about Iron Man was the fact that they couldn't use the Grand Exchange, and they also don't get the daily keys, which means microtransactions are not going to be plaguing my game. That's not to say that I don't enjoy the microtransaction side of RuneScape. I actually am not opposed to it. I bought bonds on my main account, I bought daily keys, but I really like the idea of going it alone, doing everything on my own, because that's going to give me a real sense of achievement, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the grind. Hopefully you'll enjoy the progression that I'm going to be giving. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the series as a whole. I think I'm going to enjoy making it. Let's see how far we can take it. So I currently don't have any main goals for the account. I don't have anything in mind that I need to do right now. What I'm going to be doing simply is leveling up the account as quick as I can to get some basic levels, and then I can start progressing on to doing some quests and eventually unlocking things that are going to help the account go further. So I've actually been playing RuneScape on and off for about 15 years, as I said in my Road to Max video, but I've never done Iron Man, and there are a lot of aspects of the game that I don't actually know. So there's going to be times when I'm playing this as an Iron Man, I'm not going to know what I'm doing. I'm going to be looking at the wiki to try and figure out basic things, because I've always played the game with a sense of, if I need something I'll just go to the Grand Exchange and I'll buy it, or I'll ask someone for help. With an Iron Man I don't get that option, so I have to learn and I have to do it all on my own. Let's put on the armor that we just made. Oh yes, look at that, all in my bronze glory. I'm gonna kill something with this. Something I'm going to need is a bronze ore box for mining, so let's make that. My next challenge is to catch some fish, so let's go get some crayfish. And there we go, level 5 fishing, just like that. Honestly, if any of you guys are ever going to make an Iron Man account, doing your daily challenges does seem to be very beneficial. Even if you're not an Iron Man, doing daily challenges just gets you that little bit extra XP for doing a task that takes... Sometimes, as you saw just there, it took me literally 5 seconds to get to level 5. Sometimes it takes you a little bit longer, but overall they are really beneficial and will definitely help you in progressing your account. Because sometimes what I've noticed is you'll get a daily challenge and you'll have to do something that you've never done before. So maybe you have to go and harvest a certain wisp from divination that you've never done before. Sometimes you have to craft a certain type of item that you've never crafted before. So you're actually learning about the game as you play, which is really, really good. And I think it's a really nice addition from NoSignal-Xx, adding this kind of stuff in. I feel like I'm going to be here for quite a while because I'm definitely going to need a lot of food for when I'm doing some combat training. So I'll come back to you once I've got a few inventories. I've been looking at the skills list as well, and I've been looking at certain skills that I would normally not care about training, but looking at it from an Iron Man perspective, I feel like they're going to be really beneficial. So the first one is going to be, of course, fire making, because then I can light bonfires that can last a little bit longer. But the skill that kind of links into that would be cooking, because I can't buy food from the Grand Exchange. I would normally be buying sailfish, but in order to cook sailfish I'm going to need quite a high cooking level. I'm also going to need a really, really high fishing level in order to catch the fish, so I've got some decent food for when I do some PVM. So gathering skills are vitally important for Iron Man. I've also just realised when it comes to fly fishing I'm going to have to be collecting all the feathers myself, so I'm going to be at the chickens for quite a while collecting feathers. That's going to be fun. There we go, level 10 fishing, the first level 10 on the account. I'm going to collect a few more inventories, get some woodcutting levels, and we'll start cooking the fish. So I didn't realise this, any item that's on the floor as an Iron Man you can't actually pick up, which makes sense in a way because it means I can't use my alternate account to drop trade, which is good. But I was kind of hoping there's some free crayfish there. And that should be the last inventory. Let's run to the bank and see how many crayfish we have. So we have 140 crayfish. Let's get some woodcutting levels. Get some logs, get some fire making going, and then we can start cooking. Level 6 woodcutting coming in. And that's level 7. Level 8 woodcutting coming in. Level 9, there we go. And that's our first full inventory of logs. Let's go to the bank and drop them in. Level 10 woodcutting, 5 more and we can start cutting down some oak trees. Level 11. Level 12 woodcutting coming in, 3 more to go. That's our second inventory full of logs. 1 more inventory and we should hit level 15. Level 14, 1 level to go. We have 269 XP left. There we go, level 15. Now we can start cutting oak trees, but first let's get some cooking levels. First inventory of crayfish and we're getting some decent gains. There we go, level 2 already. Level 3, level 4, there's level 5, level 6, level 7, there we go, we've got level 2 fire making, level 8 cooking, level 9, level 10, that's the third skill over level 10 already, level 11 coming in, there's level 12, Level 13 cooking, and we're almost done with the crayfish. There we have level 14 cooking and level 15. There's level 3 fire making. And level 16 cooking, our highest level so far. Cooking our last 4 crayfish now. There we go, all the crayfish is done. 87 cooked crayfish in the bank with 77 logs as well, which I can use for either fire making or fletching. Looks like this account is ready to go start killing stuff. But you'll have to wait until the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give me a massive like and leave me a comment down below. I'll see you guys next time.